Fuck that jam. Next jam. I started a little early. Hello. What's up, everybody? Shout out Rizzo and Sandy, the OGs that brought me here in the first place. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy that I never lost the gig. Love it. I'm gonna just keep jamming. We'll do the premieres of videos like near the end. But I'll just keep jamming. Any vibes requests in the chat? Go ahead. If it's quiet, by the way, let me know. I don't know. My mic is I'm using a different mic, but it's okay. Global Domination Jam? I love that. Let's try it. She had to get out of there somehow. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I saw a few names go by. Saw Mighty's in here. Saw Connie's in here. Let's go. Let's go. Whole family's in here, huh? It was yeah, when you said global domination, it maybe more or less like the thoughts and emotions that would lead to you wanting to globally dominate. Because only a very sick, twisted human would really want to globally dominate. But at the same time, don't we all? Interesting. Did you see my report? I did see your question actually, and it's hilarious. I haven't answered it yet, but yeah, it's gonna be a good one. That's the toughest question known to man. It's the hardest question I've ever seen, honestly. But who knows what kind of character I'll be in whenever I do that. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep the jams going. Any vibe ideas? Anybody else want to suggest something? I could just randomly start playing, but Global Domination Light. The light version. Locale. The locale version. Love it. Ambient surf. It's very interesting. Alright, let's give it a shot. Keep it going. One more time. Yeah. It's always difficult to get out of these jams, you know? It's always easy to start, but you never know how to get out of there. You know what I mean? You can't go too long. People are starting to be like, all right, dude, I get this one. Fucking play another one. Love it. Looper problems. Yes. Looper problems. All right. Um, more nice breeze at the beach feel. Damn, I wish I was at the beach. I'm trying to manifest it with these Hawaiian shirts. It's pretty much my whole MO. Um, that one was pretty beachy. Let's see if we can get even beachier on them. Classic. um, right on, right on. Um, let's maybe do a little groovy joint, and then I think we're only gonna have like 10 more minutes after that, and that's perfect time to premiere 2 videos. One music video that was directed in part with the Discord. They gave me some scene suggestions, and I tried to achieve as many as possible. We had more done, but there was footage lost. That's okay. Um, hell yeah! Shout out to you, Tigbo. Okay, I will. Yeah, I'm just gonna jam it out. One more dance. Give it to him. I'm gonna loop that guy again. Fuck it. One more time. Sorry. Okay, I wanted to leave us a little bit of time here. At the very least, we'll premiere the video. Not the. We don't need to premiere the other one, but we will just. I'm just saying premiere, like, just, just over the top. Hell yeah! I appreciate everybody listening to me jam. Good stuff. You guys are amazing. uh, okay, cool. So I don't know actually the best way to do this because I'm not streaming, and that's what I thought I was gonna do, but I'm not streaming it. If I send the link into the chat, I guess that's kind of like premiering it. But then everybody's got to watch it on their own, and that's always a little awkward. Everybody's like kind of on their own time. It would be nice to just play it straight up for everybody. But why can't you stream it? I guess I could stream it. Um, I get. I don't know. I actually don't know. If I just share. Oh, Mighty could do this. Mighty, I'll send you the link. If Mighty wants to save the day, as he typically does when it comes to these streaming events, that would be cool. I could send him the link, and then he could play it. We only got like 6 minutes. That's okay. The video is only 2 minutes long. Sorry, I'm just grabbing it. So yeah, quick shout out to Mighty and Connie. So I don't know if you guys are in the Discord. You probably not all of you. I mean, at least 9 of you did. I dropped the actual I dropped the video for just for review, and hell yeah. Sorry, sorry. Hey, I'm still learning. And I'm gonna be totally honest. Although the first question answering was me saying that I was off the herbs. I don't know if this is a round of applause or a boo from the crowd, but let's just say I'm back on the herbs. So yeah, spliffies though. Spliffies though. We're still doing the spliffy game, but okay. So I'm gonna just drop the link. Mighty, if is it possible for me to do that, or you stream it? Is that I don't know. Is he still here? Cool. Yeah, I could just send the link. It was a valiant effort. Listen, a month and a half off of the herb when you smoke every day. Not to say that that's like my yeah, it is. When I smoke, I pretty much smoke every day. You know, not a healthy decision, but when you're off it for a month and a half, it's like a whole different life. It's like a whole new lifetime for me. Mighty, I'm gonna send it to you in the DM. If that's Coolio Bonfolio. I'll send it in the group DM. I love it. It's so funny. This is so yeah, there's really no need to precurse this. At the end of the day, there's no words I can say that will save this video. It's positive experience shooting the video. Positive experience or not? You mean like shooting the actual music video? Oh, the no herb. Oh, the no herb. Yeah, no, it was a super positive experience, no doubt. Like it's not it was a positive experience, to be honest though. If that's the question, it was. I had way more vivid dreams when I was not smoking. Yeah, 100%. It was okay, cool. Wait, should we do this now? Because we're like running out of time, and I don't wanna fuck anything up. But I can just hand it over to I can just basically tell Mighty to go ahead and play the video. So you'll have to. He goes back on the earth and he no Tigbo, swear to God, swear on my life, like my entire life, I quit the day it fucking crashed. I swear to God. I remember it. I was like, oh, I'm out of weed, and we fucking crashed, and then I never fucking got any more weed, and then I just never bought weed because I was just watching my net worth fucking half. So I was just like, all right, well this is beat. Guess I'm gonna wait. So here we are though. Here we are. Okay, sorry, I've ranted too long. Let's go ahead and play the video, and then you guys just basically tell me how much I need to shower. It's a good vibe. All right, let's hit it. Right on.
sin is the fact that we have entered in the sign line, which is sin.
Don't know why I even try. I don't even want the prize. Most of us wearing disguises. Sit back and just let it ride, kid. You gon' get even, right? You said you met people, right? Well, tell him I wrote him some songs that I think that he might like. Why aren't you wearing a mask? Aren't you scared? You look like a mess. You losing your hair? Yeah, I'm aware. And no, I'm not frightened. They really just want you to fear. They just wanna fill you with that evil spirit. You ain't really listen, but you need to hear it. If it had to happen, then I had to bear it. I'm not responsible, I don't write my lyrics. There's really no time to waste. There's really no time and space. I ain't been writing days, but life is a sine wave. There's really no time to waste. There's really no time and space. I ain't been writing days, but life is a sine wave. 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 Life is a sine wave.
The firmament. I'll have to check that. I don't know why I'm confused now, but you've got trim and multi there.
Well, I guess that could have been a mic drop moment too. Play the video and then just like dip. But on the same time, that was amazing. My World, if you're there, fuck audio problems. That was a dope set. Shout out to Trippy Yogi for the pre-WIP trip, week in, week out, coming, setting us up, lining us up with some amazing guests. But it is 12 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. UTC. This is Matthew, and it is time to start the WIP. Coming in on a MacBook Pro, hence I'm sure my voice is sounding a little bit different, but really excited. Coming back from Mexico City over the weekend, meeting up with Tubador Metakoven, just getting deep into metaverse musings. Have some wisdom to drop on y'all in the future. But for today, we have a really, really fun WIP planned. I think Trippy Yogi already announced to the folks that were early in the pre-WIP trip that we have a scavenger hunt ongoing in CryptoVoxels. Someone has the link. Make sure you drop it here. There's 3 different Google Forms you need to find that are hidden throughout the Crypto Motors headquarters in CryptoVoxels. Fill in those forms. Make sure you answer those prompts. Hidden Forces. I was in Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City. It was amazing. Yeah, but make sure you find those forms, fill them out, and you'll be eligible to win one of 3 prizes. And each of these prizes is a 1-month rental for a Sport Coupe Legendary, free, of course. Really excited for that. It's heading forward with each WIP. I'm always, and the whole WIP crew is really focused on thinking about how we can have in-world experiences, not just going in there, not just kick flipping or now like dancing and doing all these other dynamic motions we're able to do in CryptoBoxes, which are super fun. But we really want to have these community experiences, being able to run around, see one another, clicking on everything, getting these forms to pop up. I feel like that's the real magic, and that's what we really do remember a lot of the times from these WIPs, are these in-world community experiences. So anyway, towards that end, we have the scavenger hunt, but while you're looking for these items, we have some amazing speakers. We have a future modern who's going to kick things off, talking about his countercultural co-op that he set up, and then he's going to give a real concrete example of what he's helping to build out by introducing Dre Biggs and Treem Heft, who are behind the Money Mouth smiley face. They're going to be talking about their project. That's super fun. And then rounding out the show, we have Leandro from Automotives, who's going to be talking about their amazing multi-second sellout today for their first part of the Automotives drop. And they're going to be talking about the next drop that's coming up tomorrow for folks that may have missed out today. So catch all the alpha there, but I think it's time, and I think everyone's more than ready for my dude, my partner in crime, Rizzle, to take over the mic and get this hype train rolling.
Thank you, sir. Everyone hear me all right? Give me an affirmative. Yeah, cool. All right. Channel right below this in the cipher, which is coming up in 3 hours on the nose from now. I'll do the big whip drop. I got the command correct. So make sure you scoop that. You got plenty of time to get that, a half an hour. So if you are still looking for forms or whatever, you can circle back and get that, and you got plenty of time. It's not going anywhere. Let's see. Yo, we came a long way from my world in like the back of his trunk or like whatever his like first appearance was on the whip. Right now he's got like world premiere videos that he's dropping alpha on us, and you know, before he was like trying to plug his guitar into the cigarette lighter or something like that. So you know, big shout out to my world. I'm a huge fan of following him on Twitter. If you're not already, he like releases videos that are short and worth the watch. Anyway, let's see. What else? Meme economy launched today. I'm like advising on this project, so I should probably say something about it. I don't know. It's like extra confusing. It's like something about investing in memes and like making memes to like get meme tokens, and then like you do something with those or like something like that. But I don't know, to be honest, like during the course of this process, I learned how to make memes, and that's like been super fun. And if that's like the only byproduct of this whole experience, I'm like totally down for that. But it does seem like a wacky moonshot. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Let's see. Sneaky Matt says we're like a couple weeks out from his thing, and he said he's got like 2 developers working on this thing. And actually my thing, we decided, Sneaky Matt, my thing, the Rizzle project, we decided is going to feed into Matt's thing, which is going to benefit. Wait, can you all hear me? Is my shit cutting in and out? Yeah, Matt is a thing. There's like things, yes, things. So my thing is going to feed Matt's thing. That's going to feed the WIP, and the WIP crew are going to like feed these things, and it's going to be like the snake that's like eating the tail or whatever, but it's like a delicious tail, and it's going to, you know, yes, all somehow like no, not like the human centipede, but like maybe sort of, but like in like not as never mind. Anyway, I don't know what happened to Sinkos, but I've been like ranting at him for like 2 weeks, and he hasn't like spontaneously appeared. So no joke, seriously, if some of you guys want to make wearables, like we're willing to commission some people. We want some wearables. We want to like make it rain wearables on y'all. Please stop with the human centipede gift. So seriously, if anyone wants to make wearables, hit us up. As a side note, for those of you who have been here a while and are following the drama with Russ Frankie, he called me out on Twitter today out of like nowhere for no reason and said like he wants Twitter to know that I hate him, and I actually let him know that he publicly is on probation, and that, you know, we have not revoked or invoked his membership again or something like that. So we're working it out for those of you who want an update on that. If Paradox is in the house, we're going to do a group shot. If Paradox is not in the house, hopefully Sandy can be Paradox, and we'll do a group shot either way. We've got like new dance moves and everything in Crypto Voxels if y'all haven't been in World yet. And for those of you who have been here since the very beginning, we've been standing for 6,000 crypto decades in crypto voxels, and apparently we can take a seat, but we're not going to do it today until after the whip, because there's a whole bunch of like dance moves and everything we can do too. So let's seriously, how long have we been doing the godforsaken chicken dance? Oh my god. So stick around for all the things. Big shout out to everybody who makes this happen. Whip Crew, Bot Squad, Mod Squad, all the people, Easy Paradox, Trippy Show, Timmy Tubador, Alex Guts Berserk, GB, Grev, Conwolf, Carolina, Duh, the Po-Op Master, Sandy, aka the Meow Meow, Dragonate, Trizlet, Quigbell. There were probably new bots and people who the chicken dance is part of metaverse history. Pixels might as well be part of the crew as well. There's probably a whole lot of other people who deserve honorary mention. But thank you guys so much for everyone's participation. Make sure you hop in World and try and find these forums to do the thing. And if not, you can come floss with my caterpillar. And with that being said, I think I'm going to pass the mic over to, I'm going to drop a Crypto Voxels link and pass the mic over to a Future Modern, and we can get the show rolling with their update. Hopefully.
Oh, I just got unmuted, I
Future
think.
Modern, you look like you are...
Yeah, we just unwaxed you.
Oh, okay.
What's up, all? The co-op that I founded is actually called Future Modern, just Future Modern, but we're a Future Modern on all socials. Just have people say like the whatever, like the real whatever. So it's like a Future Modern as in we're looking to head towards a Future Modern. And what that means to me is a world where people get the full value of what they create, and especially marginalized communities and communities that have historically had their value sort of most extracted. And so we see blockchain, NFTs, crypto media as a really powerful way for artists and just people who create value to reclaim that value for themselves and their communities, and not for these powers that be and strangers. What we've been doing a lot recently is onboarding high sort of cultural impact artists, underground artists, mostly in the music space, but music kind of touches on everything from fashion to memes and everything in between. We're sort of bringing these people from Web 2 into Web 3. And so we've done some cool drops up till now. We did a drop on Catalog with Keyboard Kid, who's like the sound architect for Base World. That's Lil B's whole kind of universe that he's created. And hopefully we'll get a Lil B NFT too in not too long. So we curated a beat that we auctioned on Catalog, and that went well. Shout out to Matt for collecting that. We also did a sneaker phygital drop on MetaFactory. So I don't know if you go to our Instagram, A Future Modern. I can drop a link for it too. But we worked with Pixels and an artist, designer on our team to create a shoe that we then also sold with a NFT virtual rendering of that shoe that you can wear in Crypto Voxels and anywhere. Although I realize I don't actually know how to wear my gear because I have some like WIP swag, but it looks like my avatar is naked, so I have to figure that out. But so yeah, and with our the next drop we're curating is something I'm really proud of. I'm really excited about, and it's actually um, a symbol of the internet alphabet, a universal character of our new language, which is the Money Mouse smiley. And so when you see the Money Mouse smiley, you think that's an emoji. You see it whenever someone's talking about coming up or having ambition or being motivated to achieve something or any sort of anything to do with money or currency or finance, whether it's stocks moving or cryptos moving, or anytime any sort of institution or publication that touches any of those things wants to seem hip and relatable to the youth. They're using that Money Mouse smiley. But what you likely don't know is that design was actually invented and copyrighted by a pioneering black founded lifestyle company called or lifestyle brand called Under the Bottom, from the Inland Empire region of Southern California. And so they had created the Money Mouse smiley as the logo for their brand, before emojis had been added to the Unicode, before emojis were available on on mobile devices. They actually copyrighted the design in 2007, and it wasn't just something that they came up with and then sort of put in a dank basement, never to be found again until some lucky opportunist stumbled upon it and then, ran off with it and said, this needs to be an emoji, and put it on a bunch of phones. They actually built around this brand and around this symbol a creator economy. Before everyone was talking about creator economies, where if you pull up on Under the Bottom, in their hood, you're gonna see everyone around wearing their gear, with their stickers on their phones and their lanyards on their keys, because it's like the same way that people will treat like Bored Apes or Arabian camels. It's like, oh, I own this, and so I'm a part of a community. But they were creating that community around their brand, whether it was musicians, recording artists, visual artists, designers, podcasters, really creating a platform for people to get on and for the community to put each other on before the technology that we're talking about to implement those kind of practices had really even caught up. So it's a story of real heritage. It's a real heritage piece. It's something where I feel like we can use NFTs to preserve and properly value original culture that went on to impact people's lives. And today it's reproduced and recognized on billions of phones worldwide. But even though they hold the use of it as an emoji, and that's happening without fair attribution or permission from its original authors. But it's cool because in the NFT space, ubiquity equals value, and everyone can use it and everyone can see it, but only one person can own it. So I really just wanted to introduce the NFT space to UTB, Under the Bottom, and really tell their story of the artists that they were breaking and the community that they were making even before NFTs, and before crypto, and before emojis, and even before social media, and really just the modern internet. Because like I said, the way that they sort of practice, their business has a very sort of NFT ethos and mindset, and so this isn't going to be their only drop. This is sort of their first foray into the space, and so I just want to really get them onboarded and integrated, and for people to know who they are.
Cool. So, Dre or Treem, if you're there, unmute yourselves, introduce yourselves, talk about, yeah, just tell us about yourselves and what we have cooking for the 5th and all that good stuff.
What up? What up? Is Treem? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you loud and clear, Treem.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, me and Dre, we started a clothing line, lifestyle brand label. From our dorms in 2007. I was at Arizona State. He was at Cal Baptist University, and I just feel like it was a language and a mentality that we were speaking and thinking about. Maybe just in the future, and it's something that it's like a way of life. Everybody understands that. Dollar sign and eyes, like what Chibu said earlier. It's like I just got paid. I just got a bag. I'm on my grind. It means a lot of things. Most of them, all of them, basically positive. And I just think we were speaking that language like way before emojis even came out. We've had a bunch of collaborations with Wiz Khalifa, Taylor Gang, still ongoing, the Smokers Club, Sylvia Rome, Sony and Epic, got a distribution deal with them. All types of celebrities, of course, wore our clothes, and we're very implemented in the lifestyle, pop culture, rap scene, and yeah, it was just a way of life, is what we were thinking. We have a bunch of logos that we have copywritten, maybe like 20 or so, and they're all like an extension of like our brand in some type of way. They all have like a different meaning. They all have a different. It's kind of like whatever floats your boat for our brand. Like a lot of people like our original logo, some of them like the other ones, but the one that's most recognizable is the one that looks identical to the one if you pull out your iPhone. It has the dollar sign eyes, the eyebrows, and the tongue out with the dollar sign on the tongue. That is basically like a copy of our trademark, and we definitely don't want to say that we created the first happy face, because that probably happened thousands of years ago. But the fact that all the characteristics fit our trademark is kind of like, damn, we can't never really get around, because Apple's $1 trillion brand. We can't never really get around that. We started this 8 years before theirs came out, because they're such a big brand and they have so much reach. So it does get kind of annoying when you have a pretty big brand, but people are like, oh, that's an emoji, and we're like, nah, it's not. But it's kind of you're fighting a losing battle, talking to people about how you came up with something before Apple did it. So, this is a good space, like Chibu said, the NFT community to, just get game on all the technological advances and being able to have actual equity in art, in like a timestamp on the internet, on Google, on Vimeo, on YouTube. It is actually kind of cool, because a lot of these people in these spaces are very smart, and they do their research. Like, what is this? Is this dude telling the truth? And all you gotta do is go on Google and figure out everything. You can see all the artists that were linked with, all the conglomerates that we're a part of, and I'm definitely not very tech savvy at all. I'm more of an artist, painter, designer, but it's good being in these spaces and learning new stuff and learning about the whole new NFT surges. I guess it's like a renaissance, like an art renaissance right now. Like giving power back to the artists to be able to create and get money a little easier. But that's like a little synopsis of our brand, and what we will be releasing on August 5th through the 8th will be a couple different NFTs. We have the original sketch that I drew. So basically, how the Money Mouth Face came about was Dre sent me. We both had Psychic 3s at the time, and he T-mailed me a whole bunch of ideas, and one of them was smiley face, dollar sign eyes. and that one just kind of stuck with me. So I created I created our brand, and we created our brand off of that idea that Dre sent me, and yeah, I have those original sketches that I drew in 2007 when I was at Arizona State. That would be one NFT. We have the original file, a picture that we took of the computer that hasn't been opened up because there was a time when if you were getting something copywritten that you had to send a CD in to the Secretary of State. If anybody knows how far, if anybody remembers CDs, you used to have to do that instead of sending files. And we have like all our copyrighted images on the CD, and we literally haven't opened the CD since we sent it in 2007. We have a picture of that with a picture of both of the trademarks, and yeah, it'll be I think Chibu, like I'm not that tech savvy. I think it would be better if you explain this whole like Russian doll like rollout or whatever.
Sure. Before I get into that, I think Dre said he accidentally closed something and now can't speak. So is it possible to unmute him or give him the torch or whatever needs to be done?
Yeah, one sec.
Thank you, sir.
Amazing. Yeah, so I really want Dre to speak on this too and to sort of continue to delve into this heritage, but just to speak on kind of how we were doing the NFT drop, we came up with this concept. I think Dre coined it of a Russian doll auction. So we were going back and forth, and so there's going to be 3 NFTs in this drop, and as each one hits its reserve price, the next more rare one will start considering bids for. So the first NFT in this drop are the original color files that that UTB used to essentially release their like season 1 collection and to officially sort of launch their lifestyle brand. And so that is going to be a minimum 1 ETH bid. And then once that hits our privately held reserve price, then we start considering bids for the next NFT, which is the vector files, like the actual vector files that would then go on to be colored, that essentially established that they were going to start this company or this brand. And then once that gets unlocked or hits its reserve, then that unlocks the rarest NFT of them all, which is that original sketch file that you saw, that essentially is the inception of this entire idea and the sort of innovation of language that they created through this symbol. So yeah, that's going down August 5th, starting August 5th on Known Origin. I'm going to be doing sort of like a long form analysis of just what I think this piece means from an artistic standpoint, from a cultural standpoint, from a linguistic standpoint. I think the linguistic implications of what we're doing here, basically NFTing one of the first, if not the first, digitally native words is really important, especially when you think about sort of where it came from and what the inspiration behind it was, and what it grew into. So I would go check out utbnft.com. That'll allow you to go through the whole timeline. You can see the copyright that they filed for in 2007 and secured. You can see when they released their first pieces, when they started collaborating with Wiz Khalifa and basically doing brand agency for these artists that were largely unknown at the time but are now megastars. And then you can see like when emojis started coming out and when the money mouth emoji was added to Unicode, and really do your own due diligence on how this all sort of rolled out. So yeah, definitely a fun story to dig into.
And then I think Dre's mic is working. So Dre, man, if you want to hop on there and tell us a little bit about everything from your perspective, that'd be dope.
Man, the guys pretty much touched on everything. Me and Reem started this, like he said, on Sidekicks back in the day. So it was just nothing but Sidekick and MySpace, and Facebook wasn't even really booming yet. I think you still had to have like a college email or something to get into Facebook. So we started this relatively before social media, you know what I mean? And we were on MySpace, and Twitter just started 2009. So that's how we ended up getting Wiz Khalifa's email address. He was sending somebody some beats back when like celebrities used to actually talk back and forth to people. He was still relatively unknown, so I saw him tweet out an email address. So I sent them a message on MySpace and sent them an email, and that's pretty much how it all started. It wasn't nothing that we ever like drew up this grand scheme plan for. We wanted a logo. We tried to do like some, like Chiba calls it retro futurist, where we used a 1960s pop image with a smiley face, and we threw our touch on it. You know what I'm saying? We threw the dollar sign eyes, the dollar sign on the tongue, because we have two separate logos. My logo, the one that we're selling is NFT, and Reem's logo, the one that we use as our main logo for UTB. We're both created at the same time, but we had separate purposes for them. Like the eyebrows are shaped different. Mine has a dollar sign on the tongue. His has a dollar sign straight down. So I think what Apple pretty much did was like combine the two logos that we created in 07 or pretty much rip off mine. And we started that at a very young age. We're like 19, 20 years old. No super foresight, like I was saying, no help from anybody else except ourselves. And we were in college dorm just sending back messages on a Sidekick back and forth. And then the Wiz Khalifa thing hit pretty early for us, and we hit the road. And after that, we started seeing, okay, more and more bootlegs. People was copying our logo directly, like a super copyright infringement. So we won a few lawsuits on that. And then years later, after we already were suing people, we saw the Apple emoji come out on iOS 8. Now it was 2015. So we were rocking for maybe like 7-10 years before the face was even seen on your phones and everything. So like Reem was alluding to, it's an uphill battle we're fighting. Instead of us being, kind of like hand clapped and applauded for our foresight, people tend to say like, oh, that brand is a cheap knockoff of an emoji. And it doesn't really bother me too much because I know which one came first, but this NFT space really helps us drive that point home. UTB is original idea, original brand. It stands for under the bottom, and under the bottom of the soil pretty much. So we want to make our own money tree, and under the bottom is the roots. So we want to stay close to our roots, make small batch items, really push like a close-knit family and a brand. Like I don't want people to think that we're mostly a clothing line, because honestly, we do a lot of PR, we do a lot of project management for people. We work with a lot of people as far as creativity, their artwork that's coming out. We do a lot of bouncing of ideas, dot connecting. It's not really one way to pinpoint UTB except like just a creative economy, like Chibu was saying. We have a lot of people that do different things artistically, and we just like to combine them all. We come from a small town in Moreno Valley, California. It's in the IE. Not too many people know about it besides if you pass through it, you know what I mean? So we've been trying to just put our city on the map, put our area on the map, and just get our just due, you know what I mean? This year we're doing a lot of good things with the community, the NFT community, and as far as UTB overall, man, we got a lot coming. I'm excited for everybody to be a part of what we got coming in the future and growing with us as a brand and the digital space. We have app ideas that we haven't even got to kind of sew together yet. So yeah, we still kind of young as far as what we want to do with the brand, but as far as how many years we've been out, we relatively got some age on our wine, That was pretty much it for me, man. The guys said everything. I appreciate the opportunity to speak on our behalf, and I thank everybody that's in here listening.
No, thank you for stopping by. And I know that there's some questions for all of you, starting from Future Modern. I just want to thank you, though. And I'll pass the mic to our dude, Show, who will relay all those questions to you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all, what's going on?
What's up, man?
What's up, G?
Hey, how's my mic audio? Is it good or is it low?
You sound clean. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Crystal clear, bro.
What's up? Oh yeah, I mean, basically, the WIP is basically a big, huge studio. Nah. All right, so check this out. Oh man, A Future Modern, welcome back. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Super hype.
Yo, appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, you know. So last time you were here, you were talking about a drop on Meta Factory, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. I think that speaking of, sort of the roadmap for UCB, I think you can definitely look out for some UTB gear coming out on Meta Factory in the future as well. In fact, in exclusive drop, only going to hear it here until we solidify it, but it's a potential that whoever collects these first NFTs in this Genesis drop, maybe could have a claim to some phygital, some metaverse gear that UTB is going to be dropping in the future. But
and some
physical plus digital, it's going to be a thing.
That's cool. I'm curious though, from that drop until now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how far have we collectively gotten in delivering mainstream use of digiphysical items? Or actually, better yet, have we been slacking in shaping the culture of our digital community as a whole through this medium? Or what's going on?
Man, that's a good question. Honestly, every day I see more and more people getting in on, trying to figure out what's going on with digital fashion, what's going on with the metaverse. I think we're actually hitting everyone said that there was this bubble and then there was this dip, but I think it was sort of just maybe a little bit of a healthy cool down, and I think we're on another ramp up where I think Meta Factory has been growing at an amazing clip, just developing their DAO and figuring out how they're going to deliver back community to their designers, to their collectors, to their community. So I think that is going well. Everyone is talking about Artifact now. They went viral a few times. Some white guy says this is the future, and it goes wow. I mean, it gets me hyped too. I can't even lie. So there's that guy walking around with some jacket where there's AR flowers growing out of it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this stuff is just gonna happen, and it's just a matter of time. And the metaverse is part of, I think, what gets people the most excited. Other than things creator fees, royalties, fees, because I talk with a lot of artists who are doing their thing in sort of outside the Web3 space, not so necessarily celebrities, but underground celebrities, people who the artist is kind of who I really look to curate. And I get a lot of different perspectives on what people like about NFTs or crypto art, what people don't like about it. And other than the creator fees, which is one of the things that gets people most excited about it. Another thing that gets people the most excited about it is crypto voxels. I show them that, and I'm crypto voxels is amazing. It's an amazing community. To me, I'm not much of a gamer, so I think it's kind of clunky or whatever. But I show it to other people, artists who aren't involved in blockchain at all, and they're just mind blown. They spend the next hour or two walking around it. I'm I could have just sent you this link instead of going off for 2 hours about how blockchain is the future and decentralization and blah blah blah. All you needed was this metaverse, and it clicked. So I think things are going well in that regard.
That's cool. This next question is for Dre and Treem. What's up, guys?
What's up, bro?
Hey, shout out to the IE.
You already know.
That's what's up. And shout out to any Sun Devils alumni too.
Okay.
I feel like artists from the IE don't get enough love. By the way, a lot of innovators. from the region.
Nah, never,
No.
never. They treat us like we from Wyoming or something, man, out here, man. Damn.
And no disrespect to Wyoming, but still,
Yeah.
in California.
Yo, Wyoming is coming up in the crypto space, so it's really funny that you said that. They're about to like sell a whole like plot of land in Wyoming on the blockchain. But anyway,
That's wild. There's something really important in regards to the culture and innovation. And part of the reason why I brought up the IE is because with you both, the summer of 2007 was a wild time for a lot of us, right? What were the personal things going on in your lives that inspired you and the creation of the Money Mouth Smiley at that time?
Can I say this real quick, Reem?
Yeah.
Because I got to give you a roses. So summer of 07, I was on college basketball scholarship at Cal Baptist University. And I got out of school in May, and we didn't go back to school till like September. So it was the first time in my life I ever had like 4 months off. And none of my friends that were in college got out till like June or late May or whatever. So I'm at the house by myself for a damn near whole month, and I'm trying to get a job real quick. Just work out in the summertime and get a job. So I was trying to work at Nike with Reem in Arizona. But his manager ended up going to Beaverton, ended up getting a job up there, so it took forever. So Reem was the only one that was willing to let me crash on his couch summer of 07 and let me, if I got a job. He was like, man, you don't got to pay me. I was like, look, man, I just want to work out at LA Fitness, and I want to just get a job so I could not be, begging for money and shit like that. He's like, nah, you good, bro. So from him extending the olive branch like that, we started talking more about the brand. Gas was $5 a gallon. I mean, it is all the time now, but that was the first time ever it was $5 a gallon. So I couldn't really go nowhere. My family moved to Palm Springs. So I really was just landlocked in Palm Springs. Like, it was a $20 trip each way. I called it one ways in my car. It was a $20 one way. So I'm broke as shit, college student. Like, man, I just stuck to the house with Wi-Fi and a computer. And shit, that's where it all really kind of stemmed from, man. My little isolation in Palm Springs, and then Reem being my only homeboy from back home that was out of the state, that I could get away, go do something new for the summer, get a job, really kick my feet up and live with the homies. And that never materialized, but we ended up going out there and starting the brand after we watched the ice cream skate team video. That was just uber inspiring to us. And Lupe Fiasco, we just played a bunch of music, chopped it up. Like, we've been homies since we was like 13 years old, kicked it all through high school. But once summer 07 hit, it was like something was in the air, man. And we both knew we had to start a brand together. Like, it was just meant to be, and obviously now it works.
Yep. That's explained very precisely. That's exactly. It's a lot of and I feel like people don't show love to where they got the inspiration from. Like Dre shouted out Ice Cream Skate Team video for sure. Like, that inspired me. Pharrell, Lupe, all that. And I just knew I'm an artist and a creative. I just knew I didn't want to work and wake up every day and go and do the same thing. I knew I had to do something creative. So fashion was something that I was always into. Fashion was something Dre was always into. So collectively, I just think we had the same outlook. We had the same inspiration. Brand-wise, we don't really follow trends like that. We start our own trends. So, longevity was definitely the goal. Brands like Polo, old BBC, I can say, Old Bait before Nego sold it. Those are brands that were really solid and stable, were our true inspiration for making this. But we were also lucky because we have a whole bunch of artists and entertainers around us to push the brand. I feel like, if someone like Ralph Lauren had Bruce Springsteen and all these dudes were his close friends, Polo would be even a bigger $1 billion brand. And I feel like that's what we got with UTB. We're a little more lucky because we got so many people past the diehard supporters and stuff. We have so many talented artists surrounding us, cohesively pushing what me and Dre started. So it's been a long ride and a blessing all in one,
Facts.
also wanted if you could, if Dre and Dream for a little bit could speak on the inspiration behind the tongue sticking out and where that came from, and generally how you feel you innovated the use of facial expression,
human attributes,
communication through facial expression.
Well, we were the first people to add eyebrows to a smiley face and a tongue. Those are human characteristics that we felt were needed to future, modern our the logo we had. It was an old school logo from the 60s, and we felt like if we added eyebrows, that was something that wasn't seen yet. We can convey an energy, and then the tongue sticking out, we were on some like, you know, having fun with what we were doing. And also, Michael Jordan fans, he stuck his tongue out all the time. It sounds real simple and stupid, but it's like it's as simple as that. My bad, I got my little one here with me. But no, the tongue sticking out was really just the inspiration of us being kids. We wanted to just poke fun at, you know, everything that was going on around us and still have like a dope brand that people that our age can relate to.
Yeah, I think Dre explained the tongue sticking out the best. Like I'm an artist, so you know, with the logo it needed color, so you know, aesthetically, it wasn't nothing to do with, you know, I get, because people I often say those are like peace colors, like Rasta colors and stuff like that, but I wasn't really thinking about it like that. It's like yellow was a smiley face, you know, like, and then green is money, and then red is just a bold color. So it wasn't really that deep aesthetically. But for Dre's, I think making it a little more opposite of the original colors of his was, you know, the intent. It's more cool, laid back colors, and that trademark stands for, you know, it's just it's the same idea, but it's, you know, it's just it's a different vibe. Like a lot of the biggity stuff is like very limited and expensive, and yeah, it's harder to get. It's just more rare. It doesn't come out too often.
Can you touch on that a little bit more, Reem? How we use your smiley and my smiley separately in the drop?
In the drop for August 5th?
No, just in general.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we use, I just think mine was, you know, the color yellow is just it's more impressionable. So we just use it based off of that. It wasn't really nothing but that. But we use it basically on everything. It's like the trademark, you know, like, I don't want to bring up McDonald's, but, you know, the McDonald's logo just kind of catches your eye. And it's dropped every time, every single drop in some type of way. Most of the stuff that we've come out with, we've only come out with one time. So it'll be on a different type of garment, different type of hoodie, different type of textile, something. But when Dre's comes out, it's maybe every year, couple years or so. We don't really drop it that much. So the pieces of the Biggity Smiley are like extremely rare. And we wanted to keep it like that. Like when you see that one, you know, like, okay, I got to get this or I'm not going to be able to have it. And there's a lot of, you know, paint textures, patches, patchwork that we use because we've gotten some settlements from some big companies bootlegging our clothes, and it's much harder to bootleg when, you know, you have handmade tags, stuff is hand sewn, painted on it, dyed by hand. So we started incorporating a lot of art into the brand, a lot of like hands-on stuff, a lot of customization and unique logos and stuff like that. We started getting into that after the lawsuit, which was still before when the Money Mouth face came on the Apple iPhone.
That's crazy. I just want to thank all of you for coming up here and sharing with us. If anyone else has any more questions for Dre or Treem or Future Modern, tag them in the Discord chat. Keep this conversation going. I love looking back into the history of the internet and like uncovering that hidden history, the history that no one's known about. And I feel like NFTs are playing a pivotal role in that. I just want to thank all three of you for sharing and joining us at the WIP today.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for giving us space. Yeah, man, for explaining everything. Thanks for all the listeners. You know, if you want to go on Google and fact check us, go ahead, man. Go do it.
It's all there. The copyright.gov too. Search UTB logos. It's registered in 2007. Apple low key been out here perpetrating, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? NFTs is our flex back. You know what I'm saying? The community with NFTs represents UTB like better than I've ever seen before. You know what I mean? I think we had a synergy with NFTs just because we drop our stuff limited. We only drop 100 of them at a time. We make sure the people that get them have perks backstage at our shows. We give them extra stickers if we see the same name twice. So the NFT swag was kind of like, I'm not going to say we ever invented it, fuck no, but we embrace it immediately. Like the way NFTs are presented is the way we've been trying to present our brand for the longest. So, you know, thank all y'all for this opportunity and being a part of this community, because this is like a match made in heaven to me.
Love that. And then moving on to our final speaker, and the speaker is responsible for the amazing build that we're at. We have Leandro from Cryptomotors here. First of all, congrats on your mega quick sellout for the first drop of the Cryptomotors. And I know you have another drop coming up, so unmute yourself, Leandro, and tell us everything that we need to know.
Oh, here we are. Hey guys, can you hear me? Hi, hi.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, awesome. So thanks a lot for also for inviting us and for having the event in our headquarters in Crypto Oxels. It looks super cool with all the banners from the event. I'm really stoked about it. Yeah, so for the ones that don't know me, I am Leandro Bellone. I am founder of the founder of Crypto Motors, co-founder of Crypto Motors, and also of NFT Studios, which is a company that that is recently built in here in Madeira Island, where I just moved. And yeah, and basically we are building software. Software. We are building services and products around the metaverse. Yeah, so we are supporting the space, and also we are creating our NFT products, and we are supporting different artists, communities, and companies from the space to develop their own projects. And today we had the first batch from the Neon Roaster drop from Crypto Motors, and it sold out instantly. I think it took like between 5 and 10 minutes to sold out. There were 25 cars in that batch. Yeah, and tomorrow and Saturday we are gonna have the second and the third batch. I can share the link of the drop. So if somebody is interested on joining, this car was built and was designed during the first community design challenge that we have like 1 year and a half ago, and took a long time to develop and to make the car ready to be tokenized. You can see the video of the car. You can see how it looks. I have it pinned in my Twitter. Give me 1 second. I will share the. Here it is. So you can see the quality of the asset that we're creating at Crypto Motors. And apart from the quality, what we always aim for is to create as much utility for the assets, for the cars as possible, and to create as much interoperability between different virtual worlds and games as possible. Yeah. So recently we partnered up with Animoca. Animoca, yeah, you guys know Animoca is from Rep Games, so I think you know Formula One. So we partner with Animoca to let you use your Crypto Motors cars in the upcoming Rev racing game. So basically, you will be able to enter this game using your own Crypto Motors NFT and participate in their tournaments and just drive your car in the game. So it's amazing. So just carrying your NFT to this game, you will be able to play there. Yeah. And apart from that, we are also building games in-house. So we have a stat game that is already deployed since many months. We have constant tournaments every month, 2 tournaments where we are featuring 100 whale reward per tournament, and we have like split this reward into the 3 racetracks that we have in the game. And if you own a car, you can enter every 2 weeks tournament. It's free to enter. And if you don't have a car, you can lend a car from a friend, or if you are part of the whale community, you can ask for a free car in the whale community. Yeah. And apart from that, we are building a 3D game that we also show some in-game shoots, some in-game video. I'm trying to find the tweet also. Let me try to share it now. I found another tweet, but not that one. Yeah, here it is. So if you guys want to see how the game is looking, is in this tweet. I just share it in the WIP channel. But yeah, we are building. It's a Unity game, and it it's gonna be like 20% stat, 80% skill base. So you will need to drive the car properly to win. And we'll also have like a leaderboard and like a play to earn economy. So yeah, that's what we're building. And one more thing is that all the cars they have the voxel models ready to place in crypto voxels, and also a low poly model ready to place in DCL. And if you see also our tweets, we partnered up with Sandbox and we're building a Sandbox game. And you can see also the Neon Roaster here. And I just shared a tweet. And you can see the Neon Roaster in the game that we're building in Sandbox. And we're sharing some videos also. Here you have pictures. But yeah, that's what we are doing. Tomorrow we are gonna have the drop. I don't know time. I think it's same time than today. I think it's 5:30 set. Let me just confirm and checking the Medium post. It's gonna be 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, or 5:30 set, 11:30 p.m. Hong Kong time. Yeah. So I will leave the article here also. If somebody wants to read all the article, you have all information there. And yeah, that's basically what we're doing with Crypto Motors, the upcoming news. And thank you very much for being in our showroom in Crypto Voxels and joining the WIP meetup. Thank you very much.
Awesome. And don't forget to try to complete that scavenger hunt. I know people are having trouble with form number 2. We're having George from Crypto Motors double check that the link is okay. But I think there are some questions for you, Leandro. So I'll pass the mic to Show.
Hey, man.
Hey, how are you, man?
Yeah, we have a question from Fishbrain. He would like to know more about the free car giveaway.
The free car giveaway. I didn't know a free car giveaway, but if you mean the lending of the cars, so basically, if you are part of the WAVE community, you can lend a car for free. Yeah, so I think they have some rules to lend the cars. I think you have to have a role. I'm not sure if you need to be a whale or a shark in the whale Discord. So you need to hold some amount of tokens, and then you are eligible. Yeah, I mean you're meaning the free giveaway from today. So I completely forgot. We are gonna lend also 3 cars, yeah, to the winners of today. So that's gonna happen, and we are gonna give like really cool cars. We have in our wallet. I think we have Abyssus, we have Sport Coupes, which are really fast. So if the guys are the one who win the scavenger hunt, we have 3 cars to lend for 2 months. Yeah, so you can compete in 4 tournaments. Yeah. So potentially you can earn like 400 whale if you win every race. So yeah. That's it. Sorry for the confusion. It's too late here. Is there any other question?
Show, did you drop off? Oh no, what happened to Show? Oh, there we go. No further questions. There we go. Awesome. Well, Leandro, thank you again, man, for just hosting us at the WIP 2 weeks in a row. Congrats again on that Insta sellout today. I'm sure the same thing's going to happen tomorrow. And then also for the cool prize and the scavenger hunt and all the good things. Not just to you, but your whole team that's helping support everything you're doing in Crypto Motors, plus the 10 million other things that you have going on at NFT Studio.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me here, and it's my pleasure. So I'm happy to let you host every event you want in the Crypto Motor showroom. Always.
Hell yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
Well, with that wraps up the speaker updates for today's WIP. Shout out to all the speakers, leaking all the alpha, sharing all the history. I love the WIP, as everyone knows. But now I think we need to commemorate everything. I think it's time for Paradox to hop on the mic, or fake Paradox, aka Sandy Meows, to do their thing and memorialize this for all eternity.
Cool. Can you guys hear me?
Damn, Sandy Meows, your accent's really good this week.
Been practicing. Right. If you can hear me, we're going to take a picture, and we're actually going to play with some of these emojis. So what I want everybody to do is, if you look away from the stage, you'll see the big Crypto Motors sign on the floor. If everybody can come stand just behind it, I'm going to get everyone in a line, please. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, on a count of 3, get everybody to do a backflip at the exact same time. See if we can actually do this. So let's have a look. If you guys can see, I'm the blue guy floating above. Come over to the Crypto Motors sign, please. If you're not in Crypto Voxels, this is your chance. You have maybe 10 seconds. Okay, so guys, you're going to want to be facing towards the blue guy in the sky. So if you make sure your animation is idle, so if you click the emoji button at the bottom, you can see idle. And then we're going to let Matt, do you want to do the honors and do a nice countdown?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, okay, right. Right, guys, 10 more seconds to get in place. If you can spread out a little bit, that'd be great. So let's get the shot. Right, this looks pretty good. Okay, Matt, on your count, let's go from 5. So away you go.
Okay. All right, first of all, Rizzle, switch your shit to idle. Stop doing the backflip already. All right, there we go. Cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, backflip. Totally unsynchronized.
Okay,
I'm stuck, man. I'm like running in place in my screen. I'm like,
No, you're running in place in my screen too.
let's try it one more time.
I'm on like some sort of invisible treadmill that I don't know how to get off of.
Cool. Throw another countdown for us, man.
Yeah, sure. Okay, everyone go back to idle.
I can't.
All right, 5.
I'm running.
And then as soon as when I say 1, then do the backflip. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That wasn't bad.
That was better. That was definitely better. That was cool.
I need to refresh or something. I can drop emojis, but I'm still just running in place.
You're ruining it for everybody, Rizzo.
Paradox, if you want to get in the picture.
Yes.
Get in the picture, Paradox. I'll include you.
That is the worst accent ever, man. Oh, God.
Yes, it's the best, worst accent ever.
I love it.
Awesome. Cheers,
It's my
guys.
new part-time job.
I'm stuck now. I'm in some sort of like total vortex. Oh, here we go. I'm late. It's okay. Oh, everyone's still naked backflipping. Was that it? We're done? I was like running in place the whole time, spinning in circles. All right. Well, that'll make for comical. Oh, wow. So that was some great shots, Sandy, fake paradox. I just sort of hopped on the mic because I was spinning circles and didn't know what to do. But I actually don't have really too much to say. Make sure you hit up the event calendar. Stick around for all the things. I think Matt is done with his updates, passed off the mic to Paradox and me. Cypher is 2 hours from here, and I think if we're all set to go, show, man, take it away for the Afties.
Hey, y'all. How's my audio? Am I 2x2 or my 5x5? 5x5 means awesome. Thank you. All right, hey, Mark Rendo, I like that clean and green. Hey. All right. Yeah. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah. Yeah. Get out of your seats. Wake up, WIP fam. Wake your asses up. Get out of your seats. Your seats are glued to your computer chairs. You know I like it when it's sticky like that. Wake up. Yeah, I know many of you are trying to right-click on my name. They're trying to adjust my microphone volume. It doesn't go down. It's broken in Discord. It's broken on 1,000% volume. Wake up, y'all. You sleep. actually, truthfully, I feel like I'm dizzy. Not because we just did 1,000 backflips on command in sync, synchronized swimming for fucking Olympics with Paradox. We all got the gold medal doing backflips and crypto voxels. We got the Guinness Book of World Records from doing backflips together as a family. But I'm dizzy. Like, I didn't drink water when I woke up. I didn't take my Flintstone chewables or eat my spinach. Maybe it's because of anxiety or lack of a target to direct my focus at in the crypto space. I'm confused and dizzy because Senator Elizabeth Warren, champion of the little guy, a former school teacher, she's so wholesome, and she's also the sworn enemy of big banks. But it's like it's either she's conscious or she's unconsciously suffering from cognitive dissonance or Stockholm syndrome, and she's hamstringing and undermining the efforts of the little guy. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, it's this. She's been decrying DeFi and crypto and misattributing the efforts of your everyday college coder attempting to achieve financial freedom and pay off student loan debt via what they got an education for in the first place. For fucking computer programming, they're trying to use computer programming in order to pay off their fucking debt for trying to get a degree as a computer programmer. And they're using crypto to pay off centralized banks that are attempting to keep them in debt. The shadowy supercoders working, right? Senator Warren is confused about who the fuck is being shadowy, right? Central banks have shadowy supercoders working for them, and they're winning the fight right now. They're bullying the little guy in your classroom, Senator Warren, to the point where a little guy here, CZ from Binance, so little, so small, right? Binance, so little, so small, is literally pleading for anyone out there with a regulatory background or experience in dealing with regulators to fucking take over as the CEO of Binance itself, so he can run away to the Cayman Islands and drink Mai Tais, and so he can also avoid paying crypto taxes. Speaking of taxes, Joe Biden was unhappy with what he received when minting his Stoner Cat or his Vogu collective thingy on Tuesday, along with the burnt fees that were paid on Monday, that he decided to launch a proposal 6 days before EIP 1559 launches, where they want to increase long-term capital gains tax to 42% in order to fund federal transportation and buildings or some kind of shit like that. It sounds very boring, but they want to make $1 billion off of each and every single one of you in the voice channel right now. 42% is also the amount of losses that Robinhood, for their IPO launch today, that they've incurred. They've incurred 42% in losses. People sold that shit. Shout out to Wall Street Bets. They put the squeeze on Robinhood, attempting to put the squeeze on them. It's actually like 9%, but 42 sounds good. You know why? Because hey, WIP fam, we're hitchhiking guides in the crypto galaxy. Welcome to the Afties, y'all. Welcome to the Afties. I'm your host, Show. If you're brand new to this shit, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Who's this guy yelling and screaming and speaking nonsensically but making all the sense in the world? I'm your host, Show. You already know the Afties is a segment, a portion of the WIP at the tail end where we're like fishermen. We cast a net out into the ocean, and whatever we pull back, we eat. We eat what we kill. Right? It's all about hot takes and opinions during the Afties portion. You listen to awesome presenters talk about their lives. They talk about their sidekicks. They talk about their inspiration, the fact that people owe them millions of dollars, and they're trying to utilize DeFi in order to get that fucking money back, right? It's all about phrasing your opinion instead of running away to your grandma's house and yelling with them about crypto and they don't understand shit. You could talk about it with us, your family, right here. We phrase it in the form of a hot take and opinion, y'all. Yeah? Hot take or opinion only. All right. First up, shout out to A Future Modern. I was inspired. And A Future Modern didn't pay me to say this, nor did Dre and Treem, all right? But here's my first hot take, y'all. They used to say that nerds didn't know how to dress or wear clothes as kids. I believe that Solidity devs will be the most fashionable people in the future. Cause digiphysical or phygital, I don't know what the cool kids are saying, Rizzle. Digiphysical or phygital couture, because I'm French, couture will be the way of the future. It will be the wave and the way of the future. Nerds will dress better than everybody else. Thoughts? Nerds will dress better than everybody else. Thoughts?
Especially
Nerds always
digitally.
have.
Who are those voices? Who is that?
A stranger in the night.
You know who it was.
Easy's always eating food, and Dragonate's always looking for food to eat.
We need to team up. No, really, man, this the bill you're talking about, the like whatever infrastructure thing, wanting to raise the long-term capital gain, that really gets my goat. Sorry if I'm switching topics here, but the corruption involved in these type of contracts is so ridiculous. There's no reason to do any of it until we've basically thrown out the people in charge and replaced them.
Dragonate? Dragonate, can you repeat what you said while you were earlier when you were talking, when Easy was chewing and spitting out all of the crackers or whatever he's eating right now? Apparently, Dragonate is looking for the goat that Easy was trying to release, or whatever term, whatever colloquial term, cliche term that Easy, getting your goat? Yeah, I'm not with the cool kids. Digiphysical, phygital, getting your, I can't use the slang. I can't use the slang.
But
I'm from the hood. These are slang words I don't know.
Great.
Most of the slang makes me want to spit anyway.
Dragonate, why does slang or digiphysical items make you want to excrete saliva or fling it?
I love the idea of digiphysical items. I'm just saying most slang words make me want to spit. There's a few that I will not say because I don't want people to piss me off with them. So you'll never know which ones make me want to spit.
Well, the cool kids on TikTok say yeet when they want to fling something. I'm assuming
I never liked that one either.
Saliva. You know, that's what the cool kids are saying. But speaking of cool kids, I think the nerds in the future will be having the hot French couture, because didn't we have Dolce & Gabbana doing a all they had their fashion week, right? It was all in the metaverse, right? Was it Dolce & Gabbana? It was Chloe, Hermes, right? All these it was all this shit, it was all digital. It was all digital, digiphysical, right? What's going to happen to the cool kids? What are the cool kids going to be wearing? Are they going to be naked and all the nerds are going to be fresh and fit? That's a podcast, by the way. I don't listen to it, but that's what the cool kids are watching. Thoughts? Can someone show me how to dress? Can you teach me how to wear clothes? I haven't learned how to tie my shoes. I have mismatched socks. I can't even say mismatched properly. Apparently, none of you know how to wear clothes either. Moving on. Next subject. Shout out to Dre and Treem, innovators from the IE. Speaking of innovation, here's my hot take. The money mouth smiley got me thinking. I was staring at it. I was inspired. I was worried. I was curious. I did a couple push-ups, like 2.5, maybe 3, depending upon what hemisphere you're in and the global axis and shit. Do more push-ups, right? Why were emojis created in the first place? I think that emojis were created because we had a generation of analog people who could not communicate well with a younger generation who were digitally based. Just like our crypto, degen, PFP, NFT avatar, generative AI artwork NFT community, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And saving me at my Thanksgiving table from talking about, again, why I haven't bought 3 houses, even though I'm in student loan debt because of my generation, but yet I don't want to look up from my phone because I'm too busy talking to my best friends in a group chat instead of talking to my parents. Thoughts? Thoughts? Anyone else traumatized from communication? Thoughts?
Well, if you're talking about debt, well, I guess just get out of debt, man. Somehow.
That's what it seems. Dragonate, you're suffering from Stockholm syndrome. Your parents and your great grandparents have all been saying that when their generation inflation was nil, you could buy a hot dog for Shiba Inu, 1 Shiba Inu coin. You could buy a soda at the malt shop, right, for cheap, right? Inflation, you can't get yourself out of debt when inflation is high.
This is true.
Money.
Exactly. You need to get a shit ton of money randomly from some sort of miracle to then pay it all off.
Some sort of miracle. The federal government prints out money in almighty words of Ryan Sean Adams from Bankless. Money printer, go burr. In the almighty words of Gucci Mane, burr, motherfucker.
Okay, so I guess we just need access to the money printing machines.
We need money to make the money printing machines. Can we do this?
And also, you'll have to find a way to avoid the law in that case.
Shout out to Hidden Forces. I gotta repeat this. Or just pray like Creflo Dollar. That's a fucking hilarious joke. Right there. That is fucking hilarious. We need money printers in order to print these things. But aside from that, I don't want to digress because, and this is a perfect example, communication breaking down between me and Dragonate. Generations, trauma from generations. Mom, Dad, I don't want to talk. Don't ask me how my day is going. And then when I tell you, you're judgmental about my day. I have an emoji for this, right? Hey, y'all, do me a favor, WIP fam. Post emojis that you use when you're trying to avoid a conversation. Do it now in the WIP channel. An emoji when mom and dad or your grandparents are trying to talk to you. An emoji that they don't understand, but we all understand. Thank you, Rizzle. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Drago Day. Thank you, Hidden Forces. Thank you, Natalie Crew. Thank you, Easy. Thank you, Mark Rendar, like stepping it up. A fucking GIF, right? Thank you, Drago Nate, right? These emojis have saved us the trouble. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Thank you, Least Comic Standing. The cringe smile, right? Thank you, Elbow. A picture is worth 1,000 words. And yeah, I would prefer not having to speak. Thank you, Jax Hideaway. Thank you, Frisch Brain. Thank you, Mighty 33. Thank you, Sir Billy. Cause yeah, it's like I want to save myself the trouble of having to speak and explain things. Those generations, right? They've had years of speaking. They didn't have TV. They had ham radio, right? They were playing dodgeball or all kinds of other shit, right? They didn't have cell phones. Then you should be a professional at communication to the point where you can see the unspoken cues of me not wanting to speak at the dinner table. What emoji can save? Emojis have saved our lives. Thank you, Spherical Art. I can't hear you either. You're running 5K miles with Rizzle, and I'm jealous. I can't hear from all the pitter patter on the pavement with you and Rizzle fucking running for miles on end. I'm so jealous. Thoughts?
Stop being so damn jealous.
I'm trying to find the perfect emoji to communicate with people who should be professional communicators because they've lived longer than me. I have 5 years on this planet. I was born like yesterday, right? They've had eons on this fucking planet. They should know how to speak and pick up on cues. I have to teach them
Nobody
how to
does.
speak, how to type.
Nobody does.
Just like Dre and Treem, we're talking about sidekicks, front-facing sidekicks before we had actual faces on our phones. They were using the T9 buttons to text. You have to press and hold the button a couple of times in order to get the right letters to fucking go. You have to teach them how to text on that and then teach them how to text and type now. They type with one finger.
I type by swiping the keyboard. That one's fun. Although it's annoying because it keeps coming up with words I don't want.
I'm pretty sure Matthew Kime can relate with his mechanical keyboard when he was interrupting the whip earlier. I'm pretty sure he just took his whole hands, placed it on his his big ass mechanical keyboard and swiped it back and forth. His sweaty hand swiping that shit back and forth, fucking up the whip. No, I'm kidding. Shout out, hey Matthew Kime. Not to be confused with our Matthew.
Learn the piano, maybe.
Not to be confused with our Matthew, but you know, but yeah. You should learn how to communicate through music, right? And like we can use emojis to communicate. You should communicate with music too. We need to find a way to communicate better. Thank you, Sugar H. Moving on. Well, hey, Spherical Art, I'll be too busy drinking at the after parties, right, instead of attending all the fucking speaker conferences during NFT NYC. That's just me. I can't sit still. I gotta fucking party with the fam. Moving on, last and not least, hey, check this out. Like a couple of minutes before the whip kicked off, before the pre-party, right? Something was released today. And I feel like we need to talk about this shit because this is real. Fortune 500, Fortune.com, the publication, I guess Forbes and Fortune, whatever, released a list, y'all. Many of you know this. Some of you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, more so than normally when I don't know what the fuck I'm even talking about, but I know I'm talking about this. Fortune released the Nifty 50 top most influential in the NFT space. And y'all, wait, hold on, wait, hold up. Let me get it out before you chime in. Hold on. There are many notable names on this list. I felt like that iCarly gif, that iCarly meme, right? Like where she's looking there, she's sipping her coffee, she has a little grin, she's looking at her fucking computer with the mechanical keyboard. You know that gif. With little iCarly grinning as fuck, right? There were many notable names on this list. And oh man, I took a sip of tea. I got some fucking caviar. I put on my DigiPhysical fucking L2 Pixelwear sneakers. Shout out to Pixels. And oh my God, it was a thing of beauty. Not just the L2s, right? This list was a thing of beauty, y'all. It was exquisite. It was fucking exquisite. It was so perfectly fucking perfect, y'all. Woo! This shit was so deliciously disrespectful. I was smiling ear to ear. Thoughts on the Nifty 50 from Fortune, y'all? Thoughts?
Laugh my ass off. How about
LM.
Can you give
LMFA.
The top Nifty 50s from our wise Fortune 500.
Oh, wait, I can do that. But wait, whose microphone is that? Who's trying to say something? Who is that? Say it. Oh, that's Sandy. Sandy.
Hey. Okay, so there's some people that, they do belong there. They do. The other ones, and we know which ones.
No,
they were just trying to meet a deadline. They were trying to meet a deadline, and that's it.
Sandy Meows, I value your insight and input, my friend. I'm dumb. We all know I am dumb. I don't know who belongs there and who doesn't. I'm sitting here like iCarly. Someone please post this damn GIF so you understand what I'm sitting here sipping my fucking Earl Grey tea, eating crumpets.
Well, I think, okay, we all know the OGs, like just looking at this, we know Pranksy belongs there. We know Jimmy belongs there. Giselle Flores belongs there. Marguerite, she's been there for a while. Josie is there. X-Copy is there. I love these guys. The first 10 are just, I mean, even Roham, he belongs there. CryptoPunks belongs there, but you have, Mark Cuban in there. You have Jay-Z, you have Paris Hilton, you have Grimes, you have like all these other ones. And it's like, how consistent have you been with the NFT community? I haven't seen you guys at the WIP. So that's my hot take.
Those people aren't influential to me. They might be influential to other people, but they don't influence me.
Yeah, that might be influential to people not in the NFT space.
Whose voice was that? Whose voice just unmuted and said that they're not influenced by the Nifty 50? It's the Nifty 50. Who just said that? Was that A Future Modern? You're not influenced, A Future Modern?
Yeah, I'm not influenced. It's exactly like he said. They might be influential, but not in the NFT community.
It's the Nifty 50, y'all. These are the best of the best. This is I'm like, oh my god, I see these names. I know I feel special. I feel important. Are you not inspired? A Future Modern? Well, is this not life-changing? Do you not love Fortune?
They don't have, like, where's Nate Alex? Where's Carlini? Where's Rizzle? Where's Matt? Where's Show in this list?
Really?
Where's Easy in this list? People who have been grinding and who are actually like influencing in this space. Where are those names?
All last year, right, during DeFi Summer 1.0, I've been yelling and screaming and breaking shit, trying to tell you all from my digital soapbox that when the gates open, people will come and rewrite the narrative. Everyone was like, no, Show, you're crazy. Show, you've been doing drugs again? What? Yeah. Shout out to, I was hoping that that Connie Digital would stay. And listen, Connie was always leaving and shit. I'm like, shout out to my brother and Melon and Connie Digital. Someone tell Connie that I love him, please. God damn it. But I've been telling y'all, people are gonna come rewrite the narrative. Come and rewrite the narrative. Make a list, a spreadsheet, right? And Sandy, you can include yourself in that list that you said, by the way, because I would have put you. Look, the point, y'all, the point is that this is Fortune 500. I love Fortune 500, 30 under 30, 20 under 20, the 5-year-olds under 5-year-olds. Shout out to Elizabeth Warren, right? It's Fortune 500. It's Forbes, man. This is the big thing. Shout out to Jack's Hideaway. They belong on the list too. They're going to come, rewrite a narrative, not do research, cause some trouble, right? Put some names to make people talk about it to seem relevant, right? For those of us who don't care about lists, who don't care about relevancy, I couldn't give a fuck about anyone's anything. You should know this by now, truthfully. But you know who doesn't? Your parents still trying to figure out how to text good morning, I love you to you. They're using all the wrong emojis. They're using the eggplant emoji, right? Dre and Treem, I got a copyright on the eggplant emoji. I drew dick pics since I was 5. I got it copyrighted. It's in the Library of Congress. Apple owes me millions of dollars too. The federal government, Joe Biden, I should be taxing you for trying to tax me for my eggplant emoji. Fortune 500, here's my eggplant emoji for your Nifty 50 list. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming through to this edition of the Athletes. Obviously, I'm your fucking host, Show. You already know. Shout out to all of our presenters who came through. Much love to you. Shout out to the Token Smart leadership team. It's not about a list, y'all. You kick ass day in, day out. I love you if no one else does. Shout out to the WIP fam. It's not about a list. I love you. Day in, day out, you're kicking ass too. Shout out to the WIP crew. You already fucking know. You don't have to fucking keep repeating this shit. God damn it. I don't need a list to show you my eggplant emoji WIP crew. You know it's fucking supple and strong. Speaking of things that are supple and strong, we got events coming up later on in the Token Smart channel. Please check out the weekly calendar channel, all right, for all the great things, not just today. Check it out every single day. We got Cypher and also MetaJax, if I'm not mistaken, coming up today. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, much love. Shout out to you. I'm leaving. I'm trying to find some more lists I could go fucking read, like iCarly. Peace.
Much love. And we do Cypher in 1.5 hours right here, folks. So I'll see you back then. Big shout out. Love show. He is just so damn good.